Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Madhav Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhav Kunja Bihari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Amaspa Paramangsa Paribhajagacharya Sitare Smadha Dham Saraswati Goswami Bhagavad Ki Jai Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Ki Jai Ramacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Sri Sri Radha Krishna Bhog Gopinath Sam Khand Radha Khand Giri Godan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai नवदीप धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय जमुना माई की जय गुरु द्वारका धाम की जय स्वामी तो भक्तविंद की जय ऑल ग्लोरी टू द स्मिथ ऑल ग्लोरी टू द स्मिथ थैंक यू वेरी मच
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Supreme Lord obeisances, Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj will be joining the next 10 minutes, he said. So what we do is, if anybody has offering to read, we can start from that till when Guru Maharaj joined. Who need translation? Can you hear me? Mahaksha?
Yes, yes, Prabhu, we can hear you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Madayuga, do you need translation for Hebrew? I want
There
to
is
see how to connect.
Amrita
translation.
Dasi. She
Who?
will. Amrita Dasi.
Amrita, okay. Mhm.
She will translate to Russian.
All right, okay. Let me see. From English to Russian. Russia. All right, given. Let's see how it works.
With your permission, I will just announce for the Russian speakers what they have to choose the language, okay? Дорогие преданные, те, кто по-русски говорят, сейчас есть возможность войти в меню Interpretation, и вам нужно выбрать русский язык, чтобы слушать русский перевод. Если вы это не сделаете, я послала в группе, как это делать в Исраятре, посмотрите. Thank you.
Anybody from Bali, Indonesia, for translation? Chandra Gopi, Krishna Kripa, where are you from? Do you need translation?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We are
Hare
from
Gopal, Gopal, Gopal,
Thailand, Indonesia.
Yes. Are you from Bali, right? Indonesia?
Yes. Yes.
So I give you translation for Indonesia. Let me see.
I think we need not translate that, Prabhuji, because the people who joined us, few from Bali, who understand English quite well. Hare Krishna.
So what do you say? Who do you say I should give it to?
Agastya Monidas from Bali. The Bali
Yes.
devotee just joined maybe 3 devotees or more, something. They are quite well English, so we need not to translate to Indonesia.
So do
Hare
I give you
Krishna.
the translation to you?
I think we need not to translate to Indonesian.
You don't need?
Exactly.
All right.
Translation.
Anybody from Japan? Or Israel for Hebrew? Okay, when they come, they can indicate. French countries, Ivory Coast, Togo.
Kusha Prabhu, it's Yoga Maya here again. Do you think it's possible to assign 2 translators for Russians?
Yes, yes, I think it's possible. Let me try it. Who? You?
Myself, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see. English to Russia. Again. Yeah, it's possible. You get it. So anybody want to start the Vyasa Puja offering? Who want to read? What's anything to showcase? While we wait for Guru Maharaj to come. He's dressing up. Yes, Prabhu, Purushottam Yatra. Please, you can unmute. Purushottam, go on. You have something to say?
Yes, 1 minute, please. Hare Krishna, please, am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to offer my offering to Srila Gurudev in my prayers. So I start by wishing Srila Gurudev a happy Vyasa Puja and also offering my humble obeisance. Omajnana Mirandasya Jnana Jnana Sara Suran Minitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes to the touch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Namaom Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pristaya Bhutale, Srimate Kavicandra Swami Nitinamine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Holiness Kavicandra Swami Guru Maharaj, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. Namaste Prabhupada Sam, Harinama Prasarine, Grantha Vitarani Prisam, Yajna Daini Sada. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who, for the sake of Srila Prabhupada, preach the holy name of Lord Hari, and who always give instruction to disciples to distribute Srila Prabhupada books all over the world. I bow down to the beautiful lotus feet of my spiritual master, by whose causeless mercy I have obtained the supreme holy name, the divine mantra, the service of the son of Sachimata, Lord Chaitanya, the association of Srila Darudara, Rupa Goswami, and his older brother, Sanatan Goswami, the supreme abode of Mathura, the blissful abode of Vrindavan, the divine Radha Kund, and the Govardhan Hill, and the desire within my heart for the loving service of Sri Radhika and Krishna. Please, Gurudev, on this auspicious day, I don't have much to offer. All that I have to offer to you is a heart full of appreciation and prayers. Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you, dear Father, for everything. The advices, the guidance, the encouragement, the knowledge, and the inspiration. My humble prayer, O Gurudev, please do not reject to show me your mercy, making me your own very property. Kindly keep me situated at the reddish soul of your feet. With the intention of attaining your feet, I have utterly renounced everything. Now I've taken full shelter of your soothing lotus feet. Whether I am related to this family lineage or that family lineage, I have completely abandoned them all. I beg you to mercifully keep me by your feet, calling me your own. Purushottam Yatra Das says, saying I have tightly grasped hold of your feet, please keep me here by always bestowing your tear-sweeping shade. Dear Gurudev, dear Father, kindly forgive my mistakes and offenses. Consider me your own servant. His Holiness Kavicandra Swami Guru Maharaj Ki Jai,
Enjoy.
Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai,
Enjoy.
your insignificant and fallen servant, Purushottam Yatrada, Hare Krishna.
Haribol, thank you so much for your offering. Anybody else want to read his or her
Hare
offering?
Krishna.
Who is speaking? Anybody else want to read while we wait for Guru Maharaj to come? iPhone, who is iPhone? Allah, okay, it's okay. Is it? Yeah, and sign. Achita Grupa. So as we know, today is Guru Maharaj Vyasa Puja, 79 years on the planet Earth. So devotees are expected to read out offerings to the Gurudev and then reflect about our lives, devotional service, our services. Of course, Guru Maharaj will give lecture once he comes. Maybe from his lecture, you can ask questions and have more inspiration. Let's see. Asha Prabhu, you have something to say? You came with your offering?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, you have the floor, please.
Yes, Guru Maharaj is with us for long periods of time. He's Srila Prabhupada's disciple, very old, very senior, extremely experienced, and I personally am very grateful that such powerful personality here with us and is able to bring us, deliver us to close to Srila Prabhupada and spiritual world Krishna. As devotees, we go through different stages of life, hard obstacles, complications. But with you, Guru Maharaj, you're giving us full spiritual mercy. It's like the wisdom is so deep that Guru Maharaj is able to guide us to such as difficult times and life. Sometimes so much we have such a crazy karma and this world is really crazy. But Guru Maharaj, with few words, immediately everything is clear and we can go, I can go. And there is no such mercy from persons of material world. Even in families, there is enmity, side-siding, yeah, we depending on some family members, but then we suffer because it's not what we could get, what we think we should get. But our spiritual master, he is different. He is really with us, with me. And there is like only way how to appreciate is to surrender to your lotus feet and follow your guidance. Follow guidance means surrender to the instructions. Sometimes, even if we consider those instructions, sometimes we consider them hard to manage, or whatever we may feel about the instructions. But ultimately, the instruction leads us to regaining our relationship with Krishna and his devotees. This distinguishing blazing fire, this material world is so much fire in the heart. It's so easy. These trees are flickering, the relationships are flickering, and the fire is immediately there in the heart. But in connection with our Guru Maharaj, this fire has become distinguished, and the cooling effect is there. And I know many times Guru Maharaj called me and asked, "Are you now better?" He gives me some instructions, and then he called me, "If it is now better." Yeah. So when we get good, we may forget. not that we forget, but we may forget who to thank for it. Who is the person, who is the spiritual master who helped us, who saved us, who distinguished this blazing fire, and who opened these spiritual feelings, the door to spiritual world. I can have many desires and appreciations, but without our Guru Maharaj, there's like very easy forgetting the truth of existence. Like, I try to become Lord of my desires, going into material attachments and self-suffering. But with Guru Maharaj, just his few words immediately lift me up without a doubt. It's so quick, it's so easy. Just surrender, just have full faith. Guru Maharaj gives some order or advice or just personal example, and one just surrender, remain humble, hear, is quiet, and just hear what Guru Maharaj say, and it's just immediately everything, all these material attachments, all this material suffering is just done, finished, immediately. Sometimes it's very difficult to appreciate. Sometimes we need personal experience, and that's exactly what with our spiritual master we can have. He's so merciful. Like all these Zoom meetings, lectures, he's with us. He likes us a lot. I know he's looking the different pictures, who is who. He cares about his devotees, about his disciples, very much. He's very appreciated. Therefore, I thank you, our spiritual master, that he is with us. And he bears all our troubles or our karma. We do many, let's say, like even foolish things. And Guru Maharaj is still with us. And he's like, and he's happy to see us, that we make progress. Then we are well-being. He's true well-wisher for us. Our Guru Maharaj is well-wisher to all living beings. When one see how Guru Maharaj behaves with others and speak with us and how he's merciful, but specifically, it's nicely seen that he is extremely merciful to his disciples. It's like Krishna. He likes everyone, but Krishna, his devotees, like most, and our spiritual master, it seems it's same. He likes everyone, but his disciples is very dear to him. So I thank our spiritual master for his tolerance. For I must apologize for my foolishness. I constantly missing the point. I'm going in this material world side by side. My mind is flickering, desires are flickering, but Guru Maharaj all the time brings me back. Just go here. It's very easy, it's very straight. Just go there. Follow these instructions, and everything will be all right. That's the ultimate point. Return back to Godhead. Service to Srila Prabhupada is the ultimate point. Without Kavicandra Maharaj, I would be lost completely. I would be stupid, foolish, lost somewhere in the middle of the blazing fire or deep ocean. Spiritual master is so easy, so simple, non-envious, so happy with devotees. So thank you very much for your existence. I really appreciate it. And hopefully give me all blessings, then I can follow. Give me your blessings that I can follow in footsteps of our spiritual master. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mahasha. Hare Krishna. Hare Bo. Thank you for nice offering. Think I will read my own offering while we wait for Guru Maharaj to come for his class. My most humble obeisances and heartfelt obeisances to the lotus feet of His Holiness the Kavicandra Swami Maharaj. On this most auspicious occasion of your Vyasa Puja, I, your insignificant servant Kushadas, attempt to offer a few words in glorification of your transcendental qualities. Though I know well that such an attempt is like trying to measure the ocean with a drop. Gurudev, you are a living embodiment of compassion in a world clouded by distraction, doubt, and spiritual forgetfulness. You stand as a radiant beacon of clarity and purpose. Your words cut through illusion. Your word cut through illusion, not with harshness, but with the precision of truth and the warmth of genuine care. You do not simply teach philosophy, you lived it, breathed it, and transmit it through your very action. What strikes me most deeply is your unwavering determination to uplift every soul who comes within your reach. Whether through your teachings, your example, or your personal guidance, you awaken faith where there was none, strengthen conviction where it was weak, and inspired service where there was hesitation. You have shown me that Krishna consciousness is not merely a concept, but a living reality, one that demands sincerity, humility, and surrender. Your own life is a perfect commentary on the scripture, disciplined yet compassionate, grave yet joyful, detached yet deeply caring. Gurudev, whether little service, whatever little service I have, whatever little understanding I possess, is simply a reflection of your mercy. Without your guidance, I will remain lost in the wilderness of material desires and endless speculation. By your grace, I have been given direction, purpose, and a glimpse of what real spiritual life means. On this sacred day, I pray for only one thing, the strength to remain fixed in your instructions. Let me become an instrument, however small, in your mission. Let me carry even a fraction of your mood of service and dedication into my own life. Please forgive my shortcomings, my
Vyasa
inconsistency, and my offenses. I beg for your continual mercy so that one day I may serve you in a way that truly pleases your heart. Thank you, Gurudev, for everything, for your patience, your guidance, your example, and your love. Your aspiring servant, Kushadas. Thank you. So who else want to speak? I was hearing some voices. Viramaraj, you are unmuted.
Hare Krishna.
Alisha Maharaj, you are welcome.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Is Maharaj is there? I'm just coming in.
No, it's coming very soon.
Okay, so.
We are leading offerings while he comes.
Okay. So let me wait for him to come.
All right. Who else want to read? Vrindavati.
Харе Кришна.
Haribo.
Можно же по-русски, да?
You want to read in Russian language?
Послушай, дорогая, я коротко, потому что я не написала, у меня немножечко сбился фокус. Но сейчас мне пришли мысли, что бы я хотела сказать, и я просто написала пару пунктов, поэтому будет несложно.
Okay.
Харе Кришна, дорогие преданные, рада видеть новые лица и рада видеть знакомые лица. Спасибо большое. Да.
Yes, it's coming.
Отлично. Ну,
Go on, please.
ты перевела, что я поздоровалась?
Mm-hmm.
Амритуш, мне говорить? Окей. Хари Кришна, дорогие преданные, рада видеть незнакомые и знакомые лица. Спасибо большое, что собрались здесь сегодня все вместе для прославления духовного учителя. И я бы хотела сказать, наверное, о двух вещах. Я всегда очень волнуюсь, когда обращаюсь к духовному учителю. Наверное, я надеюсь, что не буду плакать. Я бы хотела сказать о двух вещах. Первое, то, что меня восхищает в моем духовном учителе, это то, что он лично для меня большой пример понимания сути и формы. То есть это человек, который больше следует за сутью, и для которого форма, она является средством постижения сути. И я могу, конечно, ошибаться, но я просто тебя не слышу. Мне может переключиться на английский, чтобы я тебя слышала, да? Все, да. Окей. И я вижу, что Гуру Махарадж, он никогда не пренебрегает сутью, но иногда может быть гибким касаемо формы. Не говорю про цель, я говорю про суть. Окей. Ага. И для меня это очень-очень важно, потому что мне близка эта позиция, потому что я понимаю, что форма зачастую зависит от места, времени, обстоятельств, но это никак не должно влиять на суть понимания и
Haribol?
И я вижу то, насколько я могу это понять, что Гуру Махарадж именно проявляет милость в отношении его снисходительности, когда может в чем-то страдать форма.
Haribol?
Харе Кришна.
Yeah, Gurudev. Okay, please, can you hold on, let him speak? Gurudev, you are welcome. Hare Krishna.
Я растерялась.
Somebody was reading offering.
Okay, surprise. Say Srivas, thank you. You don't have. I missed Srivas Prabhu's Vyasa Puja a few days ago. Nobody told me.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so what would you like from me right now?
You just have to speak on the significance of Vyasa Puja. Any verse you want to speak on?
Sounds like some microphones are on that shouldn't be.
I'm muting everybody. You speak on significance of Vyasa Puja, then we can ask questions, then you can receive offerings.
Okay. Thank you all for trying to serve. And Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaur Avani Pracharane Nirvisesha Shunyabadi Paschatya Desa Tarane Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnave Vyo Namaha Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gora Vishe Namaha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaskate Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Budale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desa Dharane. All right, there's a quite interesting talk that Bhakti Siddhanta gave on Vyasa Puja Day one time. Maybe I'll just read from that. Do you have some kind of translations going on, or?
Yes, Maharaj, there is a translation to Russian. Amrita Mataji is doing, it's parallel, like it's during the same time. There is an option to switch to Russian language. And vice versa also, they translate Russian to English.
Gurudev, is there anything you want to see on the screen?
No, I have to find what I'm looking for. It's not showing up. So. Strange. Oh, here we go. So it's a lecture. It's entitled Assuming the Responsibility of Becoming a Guru. There's a lot of questions about that these days. And this is very interesting to many points. We have taken upon ourselves the responsibility of welcoming this grave charge. All the audience have accepted ordinary seats, and I alone have been provided a big lofty seat. All are being told, in effect, do have a look at the big animal from the zoo gardens. That's it, right?
Yes, it's showing.
Yeah. It's humorous, but very serious. What arrogance! He's saying how people will think. So foolish, so wicked. Have you ever seen such a big brute? Garlands of flowers have been put around his neck. What laudations, what bombastic, long-drawn, and hyperbolic adjectives. His nice English language. It's talking about people glorifying. And how complacently he's listening to the praise of his own achievements, how intently and with his own ears. He also evidently feels delighted in his mind. Is he not acting in plain violation of the teachings of Lord Chaitanya? Can such a big brute, so selfish and insolent, ever be reclaimed from brutishness? So Bhaktisiddhanta was accused actually of not following Lord Chaitanya, Trinadapi Sinichana, because he criticized all the Mayavadis and all the Sahajas so heavy. But I happen to be one of the greatest fools. No one offers me good advice on account of my arrogance. Inasmuch as nobody condescends to instruct me, I place my case before Mahaprabhu himself. The thought occurred to me that I would make over the charge of myself to him and see what he would advise me to do. Then Lord Chaitanya said to me, whomever you meet, instruct him regarding Krishna. By my command, being Guru, deliver this land. In this thou will not be obstructed. By the current of the world, thou wilt have my company once again at this place. So that's a very famous verse. Yarideke Tadadeke Krishna Upadesh. And it's for everybody. But just in the context of current controversies going on about who can be a guru and who can't be a guru, many times they say, well, it says guru, but it doesn't mean initiating. It just means shiksha. But here he's using this particular verse, which is a general instruction to all householders, Lord Chaitanya gave several times. So in these verses is to be found the proper explanation of the apparent inconsistency noticed. He whose only teaching is humility, greater than a blade of grass, said, by my command, be a guru and save this land. In this instance, Mahaprabhu himself has given the command. His command, perform the duty of the guru, even as I do myself. Also convey this command to whoever you chance to meet. Chaitanya Dev says, tell them these very words. By my command, being guru, save this land, deliver the people from their foolishness. Now, whosoever happens to hear these words would naturally protest and say, but I'm really a great sinner. How can I be a guru? You are Godhead himself, the teacher of the world. You can be a guru. To this Mahaprabhu says, in this thou wilt not be obstructed by the current of the world. Thou wilt have my company. Do not practice the craft of guru for the purpose of injuring others through malice. Do not adopt the trait of a guru in order to get immersed in the slough of this world. But if you can, be my guileless servant. You will be endowed with my power. You need not fear. Then Bhaktisiddhanta speak. I have no fear. My guru heard this from his guru. And it is for this reason that my Gurudev has accepted even such a great sinner as myself and told me, by my command, being guru, save the land. It is only those who have never heard these words of Gaurasundar who can say how odd to listen to one's own praise. While the guru is instructing his disciple in the 11th skanda of the Bhagavatam, what a great sin, in their opinion, is he not perpetuating? What is the Acharya to do when he has to explain the sloka, Acharya Mam Vijaniyat? Never disregard the Acharya, never entertain the idea that he is your equal. These are the words of Krishna himself, by which the jiva is to be benefited. Is the Guru to take himself off to the desert to desert his seat of the Acharya from which these words are to be explained? So it's, goes on and on. this Bhaktisiddhanta is very thorough, he's revealing so much. But it is fact. Prabhupada said all my disciples, should be, sometimes he said initiating. He wanted everyone to preach. And I want all, that's fine. So Vyasa Puja, of course, it's supposed to be worshiping Vyasadeva because we're supposed to be in the line of Vyasadeva. And we're really honoring Vyasadeva because he's the one who gave us everything. He gave us the Vedas, he gave us the Srimad Bhagavatam, and he gave us Narada Muni, So although Narada Muni is his guru, Narada Muni is preaching Srimad Bhagavatam, and we're all supposed to be representatives. This is another paragraph. When the guru imparts this mantra to the disciple, should he not tell him that this mantra to worship the guru? He should say, give the guru a few strokes of the shoe. The guru is never to be decried. The guru is the abode of all gods. Should the Gurudev abstain from communicating these words to his disciple while reading the Bhagavatam? To him alone who possesses guileless spiritual devotion, similar to the transcendental devotion that is due to Krishna himself, to the Gurudev the whole mysteries are manifested. Is the Gurudev not to tell these things to his disciple? Guru Puja. The worship of the Guru has precedence over all others. The Guru is to be served just as Krishna. The Guru is to be worshipped in a particular way. Is the Guru to desert his seat without telling all these things to the disciple? Questions? So we are, observing, and there's nowadays we have in ISKCON many gurus. The Mayavadis, they just do Vyasa Puja one day a year, and worshiping all the gurus. Vaishnavas worship their own guru on the day of his appearance. And special, in my feeling, I at least I feel like in Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja, one very important factor is it's a proper way that the disciples associate. They get together just to, hopefully try to express their feelings for the guru. And I find, like, when I read offerings on the Vyasa Puja days of Prabhupada, it really helps me to appreciate the God brothers, because sometimes, we don't agree in many ways, but many details, but this brings us together on the real point, to come closer to each other. And that way it's very pleasing to Guru. So that's why I think it's very important to have these festivals. I recently in Mayapur went to one for His Holiness Bhakti Vyasa Vyasa Maharaj, Nishinga Maharaj. But he was lecturing, I came a little late, and then he cut it off. He didn't let the homages go on. He didn't want to hear himself being glorified, I guess. And that's a natural feeling, kind of a tapasya. It's also, Krishna speaking, like, get your act together, Gurudev, here's what you're supposed to be. This is what people think you are. So you better, get to that level. We're just trying to pass on the Bhagavatam as it's come down to us through the disciplic succession, and connect more people to the disciplic succession. You know, for us, that means, you know, we want people to connect with Srila Prabhupada's books, Srila Prabhupada's movement. We want Srila Prabhupada's movement to be, you know, what Srila Prabhupada established as an educational society, as a blissful society of loving, you know, relationships centered around Krishna. Because, you know, people all want love. Everybody wants loving relationships. But we hear so many failed loving relationships because mostly they're ego-centered. If people are goal-centered, where our goal is to, you know, surrender everything to Krishna, to become an unalloyed servant, what do they call it? No, unmotivated, unalloyed, uninterrupted. Unalloyed means mixed up with anything else. So it's a very, you know, enlivening thing. It's always good to hear. I was listening to a Vyasa Puja for B.B. Govinda Maharaj last summer sometime. Yeah, I don't know when it was, but not too long ago. And devotees are, of course, you know, he's very glorious, so they had very good realizations. Then he spoke, but basically he just was telling everybody, be kind. You know, that was his message, his final words was be kind. You know, but what is the greatest act of kindness is to give people Krishna, to connect people with Krishna, to give them the holy name, hopefully give them a book also, because that will help them to keep the holy name, give them prasadam, and give them sadhu sangha. So the Vyasa Puja is, you know, real sadhu sangha, what it's supposed to be. No, there's no discussion of anything else except, you know, our spiritual emotions and realizations. So that's why we're happy to thank Kusha Prabhu for organizing this. We just had a small one here yesterday because somehow the timing was like that. You know, a lot of devotees were confused. What's the actual day? I don't know. It's today according to this year, but sometimes it can be on the Dvitiya, sometimes, most of the time on the Tritiya, depending on, you know, whatever the titis are. That's up to the astrologers. But so Bhaktisiddhanta says, having started on the dance, there's no use to cover your face. I'm taking the duty of the guru, but if I preach that no one should chant Jai, that is to say, if I say in a roundabout way, sing Jai to me, it would be nothing short of duplicity. Our Gurudev has not taught us such insincerity. Mahaprabhu has not taught such insincerity. I have to serve God in a straightforward way. The word of God has come down to the Gurudev. I have to obey it in all sincerity. I will not disrespect the Guru in the instance of any foolish or malicious sectarians, especially as Sri Gurudev has directed me by my command, being a Guru who saved this world. Regarding Jai, Gurudev, I remember very vividly one time in Los Angeles, there would be a big kirtan every day after Bhagavatam class. I've heard that Prabhupada, that was a standard, was definitely a standard of all the classes I went to. Right after the class, he would pick up his gong usually and start gonging, and then it would be a very incredible kirtan. And one day when my godbrother Sukadev was chanting, he was sitting right next to Prabhupada, and he started chanting, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai. And I, I was very, you know, new devotee, basically. at that time I realized I was not an advanced devotee, but I sometimes, and I was thinking, oh, Prabhupada won't like that. You know, Prabhupada's humble. He won't like hearing his own glories. But then I looked over and Prabhupada was smiling so much. He was looking down at Sukadev and just smiling and beating his gong. So then I understood. But it's not that he wants to be glorified. Krishna doesn't need to be glorified either, but he's happy to see devotees glorifying him because that's our natural position. That's how we can make advancement. That's what pleases Krishna when we surrender to the Guru, when we, you know, try to remember good qualities. I know it's difficult for my disciples to find, but so this is what it's all about. But it's Vyasa Puja. So the Guru is, somebody said once, like, I don't know if it was Prabhupada, they were singing the, you know, the Guru Puja song, and Prabhupada was singing himself really loud. Someone said, why is he glorifying himself, you know? Said, no, he's singing for his Guru, you know. So we're all in line. Of course, Prabhupada is our founder Acharya. Sometimes they say he's our preeminent Siksha Guru. That's a small aspect of founder Acharya. Because we have his books, you know, the standard, his guidebooks, his letters, so many instructions he gave how the movement should be run. And I just, you know, we hear a lot of people saying, well, we can't, and we have to go by scripture. I just read one of my godbrothers today. He said he's hearing a lot of devotees saying that, you know, we need to study the books of the previous acharyas because Prabhupada hasn't given us everything. It's very unfortunate to hear that. What I've seen, the people that stress that, they're looking for excuses not to be surrendered, you know, looking for reasons not to accept, you know, things Prabhupada said because they find something contradictory in some other acharya's writing. But this is dangerous territory. Prabhupada told us, and if you, I think that people that say that, they don't read Prabhupada's books very much. I remember when there was one series about, you know, read the importance of Prabhupada's books, and Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj was asked, you know, because there was a time when he was studying a lot of other acharyas' works. And he said, yeah, he got into that, you know, by association. But then he realized all of it's in Prabhupada's purports. And Prabhupada, you know, studied very carefully commentaries of so many acharyas. And then he condensed it to make it presentable and what's necessary for us in this day and age. Of course, you know, he wanted us to read certain books of the acharyas very much, but he gave us the guidelines, you know, Nectar Devotion. It's Rupa Goswami's most important work. And there's many commentaries, but before we read anything else, we should be firmly, you know, fixed in Srila Prabhupada's books. And that's how we can understand the Guru. That's how we can understand the society. That's how we can understand Lord Chaitanya, how to preach, everything. So here we're hearing from Bhaktisiddhanta, Prabhupada's Guru. So here's another comment. Hypocritical, sectarian, pseudo-Vaishnav sects. I hope none of you have problems with all this vocabulary. They're quite ordinary words, but we don't always find them all in one place and in one sentence. That's what makes Bhaktisiddhanta's writings, you know. And the amazing thing is that Bhaktisiddhanta wrote these things with such amazing vocabulary that even Rabindra Sarupa Prabhu needed a dictionary. And Prabhupada said exactly the same thing in language that even a 10-year-old kid can read. And not only a 10-year kid, but a senior Sanskrit professor can also read and find it to be wonderful. This is the one miracle of Prabhupada. And if we study, we'll find more and more. So they cherish internally the longing for earthly fame, naturally enough to think, what a shame it is for one to listen to the eulogies of disciples occupying the seat of the Guru. But every Vaishnava regards everyone of the Vaishnavas as object of veneration. When Thakur Haridas exhibits the attitude of humility, Mahaprabhu says, you are the greatest of the world, the crest jewel of the world. Be agreeable, let us have our meal together. He carried in his arms the body of Haridas Thakur, which is eternally existent, self-conscious, and full of spiritual bliss. In the community that follows Sri Rupa, the qualities of desiring no honor for oneself and of readiness to duly honor others are fully present. So just go back to that. Prabhupada, I heard one class, and just hang on 1 minute. In one class, Prabhupada, he became very, very serious, kind of quiet for a minute. And then he said, Krishna has sent me so many gurus. And then to me, it seemed like a long time that he was quiet. The whole room was quiet. I know for me, because at that time, Prabhupada's the only guru. No one thought there were any other gurus anywhere. And except maybe devotees have been to India, and then he just said, my disciples. So he said things like that a few times, which was showing his Mahabharat, Mahabhagavad, Uttama Adhikari mentality, that he was learning from everybody. So we learn a lot. If we hear the devotees glorifying, everybody should learn, because everyone has realizations that no one else has. Then he says, if I disobey the law, which has come down to me through the chain of preceptorial succession, parampara, the offense due to omission to carry out the command of the Guru will sever me from the lotus feet of Gurudev. If in order to carry out the command of the Vaishnava Guru, I have to be arrogant, to be brutish, to suffer eternal perdition, I am prepared to welcome such eternal damnation and even sign a pact to that effect. I will not listen to the words of other malicious persons and against my Gurudev. So that's the basic thing, and we're dealing with a Mahaguru, Bhaktisiddhanta, that inspired and empowered Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada told us so many times, my only credit is I followed the order of my Guru. So this is something we should take to heart. We take initiation, it means we're connected. And if we follow the order, of course, in our movement, the order is to stick with Prabhupada's movement, to stick with, to study Prabhupada's book so we know who's who, we know who's really representing Prabhupada. And of course, honor all, you should think, we have that Brahman and the Bhagavatam with the 26 gurus, and they're all just ordinary things that he's learning some lesson from. the more advanced we come. So we have our Diksha Guru, and we're getting, most of us, we have others that are Shiksha Gurus. Many devotees are guided by different devotees. Sometimes God Brothers is the Guru, sometimes other disciples, in the structure of our society. Jayapataka Maharaj just recently asked all his disciples to name 3 devotees that are their Shiksha Gurus. He said he wants all his disciples to have Shiksha Gurus because when he's not around anymore, they won't be lost. They'll stay connected. So I feel the same way. We don't want guru groupieism. We don't want fanaticism. We all want to work together for the sake of Lord Chaitanya's movement, which was given to us in such a way by Srila Prabhupada. He created everything, gave us all the books, gave us the structure of the society, and the way to worship deities, the way to honor devotees, how to cook, how to do everything. And we just want to stick with that. But we also want to be innovative. Kali Yuga, how to reach out to more and more, different types of people. We have to find new ways to present the same thing. Like one time when I went to Nigeria, the Guinness beer or whatever it is, Guinness, they had just introduced in Nigeria a new bottle. In the country, there were billboards all over the country. They had Charlie boys speaking at big rallies, glorifying the Guinness company for bringing modern bottle design into Nigeria, but the same stuff inside. But that's a saying in English, an old wine in a new bottle. So, devotees are very creative. We want to present the pure standard Krishna consciousness, but there's so many varieties of madness, so many different ways to reach people now, especially online. Everybody has to rack their brain how to catch people, but always giving them the real thing, giving them Krishna, giving them the real goal of life. The goal is not, just to party, or the party's there. The spiritual world is a constant party. So I just, I'm sometimes surprised, but Prabhupada wanted us all to be gurus, and somehow, I got asked or told at some point. Nowadays, people to become a guru, they have to go through, you can ask Shivas, so many more and more things, classes and seminars and, writing papers and everything. In my day, we got battlefield promotions, So in 1987, the GBC meeting, that's when I got on the GBC, and a lot new devotees, new people came on that year. It was a very big year in ISKCON. And they were talking about gurus, who can be a guru. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, what about Kavi? And everybody said, okay. That was it. I had no qualification, no other examination or anything. Just the fact that I had done some preaching in the world. And the mass of devotees were demanding that we have more and more gurus. We need, for the number of people now waiting to get initiated, we need like thousands of gurus. So we want everyone to work towards that, to become qualified. Not that you just get a label and, we want qualified people, whether you're actually giving initiation or not, but you want to guide people, you want to give shelter, give them the, the holy name, and help them along the way. and take help from anyone who, and you can see knows more than you. And we learn from everybody. When we preach to brand new people, we learn from them how the magic of the Maha Mantra, how things are working. So I don't want to take all day, but thank you very much for this opportunity. And to see so many people coming, it's quite encouraging. And so, Kusha, what's next?
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Shiva's Prabhu will have to give his offering, then followed by Viraha Prabhu.
Shiva's. Okay,
Yes.
Shiva's, I'm sorry I missed, I didn't know about your Vyasa Puja till the next day.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Kavicandra Swami Eti Namini. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Tirtha Swami Eti Namini. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Eti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini. Nirvese Isa
Popular.
to participate in my Vyasa Puja. Just give us instructions and we try to follow. Give us guidance to improve our ability to
Network.
my appreciation, and of course, the appreciation of many of the devotees in West Africa. Without your inspiration, without your guidance, I do not think I would be doing this service today. It is by your push, by your inspiration, by your encouragement that we are in this position doing this service for the benefit of many, many devotees in our zone and of course in the world. So we like to appreciate that. We also like to mention that we have observed with great interest your dedication towards expanding Srila Prabhupada's mission. Since your coming to West Africa in 1995, we have seen your contribution, your desire to spread this mission across the zone. As soon as you arrived in West Africa, you facilitated the purchase of a bus for the Harinam team in Ghana, which actually helped the devotees to travel the whole length and breadth of Ghana, distributing Srila Prabhupada's books and sharing the glories of the holy name. Just last year, you were able to facilitate a 33-seater bus for the Nigerian Yatra. And right now, the devotees are traveling with that bus, distributing the holy names of Krishna everywhere. Quite recently, you have been able to facilitate the purchase of a minibus for the Kumasi Yatra in Ghana. And the devotees are so excited, and they're traveling with that bus to distribute the holy names and distribution of Prabhupada's books. So we can see your desire to spread Krishna consciousness in West Africa by facilitating the devotees. And we are very grateful for that. Not only are you facilitating the transport, means of transport for distribution of Prabhupada's books. You are also very instrumental in organizing donations, sponsorship of books across the world. And because of that, we have a big volume of books. I remember a few years back, you got so many
Shivas. I think his network is
Yeah.
disturbing.
And even today, we still have a lot of those pamphlets around that we are giving to everyone as soon as we go on Harinam. We are distributing those pamphlets. Maharaj, your simplicity, your lifestyle is just amazing. I have known you since 1995, over 30 years. And I can see that you are not interested in anything sense gratification. Your only interest is to chant Hare Krishna. Your only interest is to spread Krishna's names. Your only interest is to facilitate the preaching. Your only interest is to push Srila Prabhupada's movement everywhere. This is very exemplary for all of us. Sometimes people join this movement and they want, even though they are doing a lot of service, but they also want to enjoy the facilities of the movement. But I don't see that in your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is very simple, straight, and it is very inspiring for many devotees across the world. I also like to mention that you are keen on food for life. You want to see that a lot of Harinams are performed. You want the holy name to go everywhere. Along with that, you want to have Prashadam distributed. And this is your heart. You want to give the mercy to so many people through the Harinam and through Prashadam distribution. You also want to see that we're able to grow our own food. The message I very much appreciated is you told me that it is my good fortune to take birth here, and so I should spread Krishna consciousness in Ghana. And then on top of that, you said that grow food and become self-sufficient. I think this instruction is so important. Since I received this information or this instruction, I have been meditating on it. And I think I will do everything possible to fulfill this your desire, that we have to grow food. We have to be self-sufficient in growing food. This is Srila Prabhupada's desire. This is Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj's desire. And you are pushing it. And so we are grateful that you are there to remind us of what Srila Prabhupada wants, of what Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj wants. And we hope and pray that on this auspicious day of your appearance, you will give us more mercy. You will inspire us more to undertake more of these services, more of these activities, so that in the near future, we can say that we are able to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desire. We are able to fulfill Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj's desire of growing food to feed ourselves. So thank you very much for your inspiration. Thank you very much for your encouragement. We are very grateful, and we look forward to your guidance and your assistance in the years to come. Shri Kavicandra Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Wow. Thank you very much. I hope everybody can appreciate how much tapasya Srivas Prabhu has done to keep everything going there in West Africa. And we pray he can hang in there because he's also not a young man, but he appears to be still like a young man, the way he moves. So thank you very much. And if I could see this, self-sufficient food production thing happening, I would feel like maybe my life was worthwhile.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, we'll try.
Yeah, it's very, thank you mentioned that the last thing, because everybody should think you can grow just one little box in your living room or something, or in your yard, just another 1 square meter, you can grow a lot of stuff. Everybody just do something. But in West Africa, we have a lot of land. We should think how to use every inch of it. Just think of Bengal, how food is everywhere, no wasted space.
Thank you, Gurudev. Vira Maharaj, can you mute? Vira Prabhu? Yes.
Right. Please accept my humble obeisances. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Kavicandra Swami Tinamini. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Tinamini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pasharini Nivesi Sasinyavadi Paschatya Disatari. I'm very much happy to be here and given the opportunity to glorify Srila Kavicandra Maharaj. Like Krishna appears to many people different ways. We learned that from the Krishna book when Krishna went to Mathura, and different people were seeing him in different ways. So sometimes the guru also can appear to different people in different ways. And I'm one of such who have a kind of relationship with Maharaj, a little bit different. But I'm always happy and to know that by His grace, by His mercy, I've been given the opportunity to put my energy in some very productive activities and be less of a disturbance to people. So in this way, I'm appreciating Maharaj. Actually, I'm also appreciating Maharaj in the same way I appreciated my Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Maharaj, when he left. When he left, something kept going on in my head that my Guru Maharaj is so merciful that he's able to accommodate everybody. He's able to accommodate everybody. And I could see a different level of devotees, but by his mercy and special grace, he was able to carry us all along, even though we were not even deserving. And in same way, I'm appreciating Kavicandra Maharaj, that he's also able to carry us along in that same manner, despite everyone with his own, manners and his own qualities. But he's still always, very merciful to give everybody a chance and never, being hard, So I'm here just to thank Maharaj for the mercy that he extends to me from time to time, even though I'm not qualified. And one of those, just recently, I traveled and I came back, and the devotees from the other temple, I don't know whether they were the ones. Somebody brought some Bhagavad Gita to our temple, and he said, "This is a gift." And I said, "Where is it from?" He said, "It's anonymous."
No, Bhagavad Gita cannot come from an anonymous source. It must be coming from devotees of Krishna. So anyway, I received them, but I was just thinking that maybe Maharaj has given this instruction that some Bhagavad Gita should be sent to our way, to our temple. And so I'm also seizing this opportunity. If that was your Maharaj's instruction, and if it is not Maharaj's instruction, it means that devotees are becoming more cooperative and thinking, as well-wisher of one another. So I'm here to appreciate Maharaj and thank him for carrying us along despite all our, anarthas. Please, on this special auspicious day of your appearance, Kavicandra Maharaj, please kindly continue to tolerate us and give us more of your mercy, because we need it. We really need more of your mercy to be able to at least achieve a little bit of what you've done for Prabhupada. All the years of sacrifice, of book distribution, of assisting preaching in many countries, many devotees. If we are able to just achieve a little bit of that also, we will consider our life successful. So thank you very much, Maharaj. All glories to your holiness. Shri Krishna Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai.
Ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu.
Wow. Oh, thank you. Gambate. So grow your own food. But Varaha, one thing I've always told everybody to follow, he's very strong in the food distribution. Not just a few big festivals, but every day. And if we all do that, we'll make very big progress in West Africa.
Thank you. Please, who want to read? Vrinda Dasi, can you continue? Yogamaya?
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, we were doing before Maharaj came. Can she continue her offering?
Manji Vindavati Gopi.
Yes. Is she still here?
Харе Кришна, Гуру Махарадж. Примите, пожалуйста, мои поклоны. Рада видеть вас. А можно, я знаю, что обычно не задают вопросы, но я бы хотела уточнить, потому что я хотела уточнить у Гуру Махараджа один небольшой момент, который мне кажется важным. Несколько лет назад в храме, много лет назад, когда у нас был храм, в моей памяти сохранился момент, когда Гуру Махарадж сказал, что преданные не должны говорить про себя плохо, что это тоже является оскорблением преданного. И я бы хотела уточнить, это я придумала или на самом деле такое было, потому что, лично для меня это было очень важное откровение, я больше никогда не слышала такого. Вот можно уточнить, Гуру Махарадж, вы это действительно вы такое сказали, или я как-то неправильно это запомнила?
Yogamaya here, Kusha Prabhu and Gurudev, dear devotees, if you want to hear English when the Russian people are speaking, Russian-speaking devotees, you have to go to the menu, you have to press interpretation and choose English, otherwise you won't hear the translation. And Vrindavati Gopi here, she was asking, she actually wanted to ask a question, Gurudev, that some years ago in temple in Israel, she heard that, Gurudev, you were saying that devotees should not speak badly about themselves because it will be considered like aparad, Vaishnava aparad, if we speak badly about ourselves. So she wanted to ask if this is right. Did she hear you correctly? Is it true if we cannot really speak bad about ourselves and it will be a aparad?
Well, it depends. If we're bragging, proud, sometimes we have to say things, though, that are factual. Even when we speak, but we should focus on glorifying other devotees, and that will automatically glorify you. But basically, we don't want to, humble state of mind, but we still have to take on being a teacher, being a guide, being organizers. But not bragging. Okay? Vrindavati is an amazing person. She's talented in every way, in drama and music and writing books, especially for children, really good books.
Vrindavati, you can continue.
Я прошу прощения, на самом деле получилось неловко, что я на самом деле хотела прославить Гуру Мараджа, начиная с этого вопроса, а в ответ он просил меня. Но я бы хотела просто поблагодарить Гуру Мараджа за такой вот подход. Скажем так, мне нравится то, что у него нет сектантского умонастроения, и что это свежее видение, несмотря на то, что Гуру Марадж практикует уже так много лет, у него сохраняется свежее видение, очень такое трезвое, которое позволяет людям не заходить в сектантское умонастроение. Вот, и я за это очень благодарна Гуру Мараджу. Для меня это является таким маяком. И я очень благодарна Гуру Мараджу за то, что он позволяет нам также увидеть прекрасные качества вайшнавов. Я почему задала этот вопрос? Потому что мне всегда больно, когда преданные говорят о себе плохо. И мне кажется, что было бы хорошо, если бы каждый не думал, что ему врут про его плохие качества, когда его прославляют, а когда... иногда мы не видим в себе что-то хорошее, да, а нам могут это сказать люди, которые преданные, достаточно проницательные. И когда вот преданные говорят о каких-то хороших, сильных качествах, это же то, что мы можем использовать в служении. Вот, поэтому я очень благодарна Гуру Мараджу за то, что он нас направляет видеть хорошее в преданных, сильные стороны. Я бы хотела, чтобы преданные верили, когда им говорили что-то хорошее про них. Поэтому спасибо большое, Гуру Марадж. Вы для меня являетесь большой поддержкой.
Gurudev, in order to hear the translation in English, when Russian-speaking devotees talk, you have to choose interpretation in English, and then you all can do that, and then you can hear. And Vrindavati Gopi, in case somebody didn't hear, briefly, she was saying that actually she wanted to glorify Gurudev, but Gurudev, as always, was able to glorify the devotee back. And she was very grateful because always Gurudev seeing very good qualities in devotees, and we have to really believe in ourselves and try to be encouraged and, and serve, because we can use this glorification also as a service. And she's extremely grateful to Gurudev for always being so inspiring and glorifying others. Okay.
Спасибо. Харе Кришна.
So, Kusha Prabhu, should I read my offering now?
Yes, please.
So, please accept my obeisances, dear devotees, dear Gurudev, and I will read my offering. In his memories of Srila Prabhupada, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami shared next story. He said that Srila Prabhupada was in his room and suddenly he started thinking out loud. And Srila Prabhupada was saying, I don't think I will be successful in my spiritual life because I have published so many books, nor because I chant my rounds every day, nor because I have opened so many temples. All this is simply to please my spiritual master, and by his mercy I will be able to attain perfection. Also in Bhagavad Gita, as it is 1875 in purport, Srila Prabhupada says, actually there is no difference between hearing directly from Krishna and hearing directly from Krishna via bona fide spiritual master like Vyasa. The spiritual master is the representative of Vyasadeva also. Therefore, according to the Vedic system, on the birthday of spiritual master, the disciples conduct the ceremony called Vyasa Puja. He explains that the spiritual master is the representative of Vyasa because he is delivering the same knowledge that is coming down by disciplic succession from Vyasa. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada explains further. He says, the original spiritual master is the Lord himself, and the succession comes down through the source of parampara, as clearly stated in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So unless one receives the transcendental knowledge from authorized parampara, one should be considered useless, even though one may be greatly qualified in the mundane advancements of arts or science. So our scriptures, acharyas, and Srila Prabhupada repeat this truth again and again in different ways, in different words and actions. The disciple can approach the Supreme Lord only through the bona fide spiritual master who is serving in the line of servitude. By my unprecedented luck, I was able to meet you, a bona fide representative of the parampara, and it changed my life completely. The more time passes, the more it hits me how lucky I am. I still cannot understand how this unconditional mercy reached me. I went from being a useless person to one who follows the path that leads to the highest goal of life. One time I asked you, Gurudev, if I could go with you and the other devotees to the temple. You looked at me and said, no, don't walk with me, follow me. It was short, simple, but very deep, and it entered my heart. I understood that the most protected and the only place for a disciple in this world is on the path that follows the Guru, following the bona fide parampara. Another time you said, we have to learn to cooperate and consider the nature of others. If one has ever tried to do anything in a group, one knows it is sometimes not easy, especially when beginner devotees such as myself still have a strong influence of false ego. In the past year, I have been put through a test several times. When I remember your instructions, Gurudev, and I ask myself, what is really important to me? Do I want to follow my ego or the principles set by my Gurudev? In those times when I choose the latter, I admit it was not always easy, but the inner reward and realization proved that it was the right and the only choice. So yes, sometimes following a guru might not be easy, but it will always be rewarding and the right thing to do. Recently, in one of your classes, you said, better to be humble sweeper than a puffed up pujari. So many things can be happening externally, but the real thing is what changes internally. That's why you repeatedly teach us that attitude and motivation are most important. Like in the bridge over Lanka pastime, when Lord Rama said to Hanuman that it is not important how big a rock each one can bring. Everyone is making the effort they can do according to their capacity. And the most importantly, is that everyone is doing service in a service attitude. So I myself just trying to follow your footsteps and become a servant with the proper attitude. You are my perfect example of servant of a servant of a servant. You always put devotees and service to others first, even beyond your own comforts. And for most people, personal comfort comes first, but not for you. For you, the benefit of others always comes first. And there are so many examples for this. And like one time, I saw that you would rather not, once I saw that you are rather not enter temple if the guards will be pushing others to clear a way for you, because you didn't want to disturb others from the darshan for the sake of your own comforts. At the same time, like fearless lion, you will travel to the most distant and dangerous places to preach and protect the holy name, yet again ignoring your own comforts just to serve others and satisfy your guru, Srila Prabhupada. And one of my biggest realizations for the past year was something we hear often, but somehow it really struck my heart this year, that we cannot really do any spiritual activity unless we truly understand our complete lack of qualification, unless we have a full surrender on the lotus feet of Guru. It is foolish to think or believe that one may even chant properly without a tearfully falling down at the Guru's lotus feet and begging for his mercy. So my only chance is to beg for my Guru's mercy and try to serve again and again, understanding that I can only be a servant and a beggar. And truly, to really be a servant to be a servant is very high position, that I'm actually still very far from that. I learn a lot just from observing you, the way you deal with different situations and questions. Your example is very powerful teacher by itself. Just the relish you express during the morning Srimad Bhagavatam reading, while giving the classes, your steadiness, your compassion, your caring nature, taste for the holy names, Harinam, Sankirtan, simplicity in explaining the deepest philosophical points in easy to understand examples, your determination, your faithfulness, love for your spiritual master and devotees, practicality, dedicating your whole life down to the smallest things to the Lord. As they say, you walk the talk, and I am so grateful for you. As a disciple, my pride and decoration are your instructions, which are non-different from the instructions of Srila Prabhupada and previous Acharya and Krishna himself. And by your mercy, one day I will learn not only to be proud of them, but also to follow them, making them my life and soul and sharing them with others as I go. And I already took too much time, so I will stop here. Thank you so much, dear Gurudev. I'm very deeply grateful for you, and I really cannot find proper words to express my gratitude. And when I see you walk in front of me on this path, it really gives me a strength and inspiration to follow. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Who else want to read his or her offering? Can raise your hand using the emoji, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu. Eric, yes, please.
Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. Can I read my offering?
Yes, please. Go on.
Oh, wow. Sir Google, something. I'm sorry, I'm trying to open my offering in documents. And it can't. I have some issues here with my app. I do apologize. Sorry, if I can join in maybe 5 minutes. If somebody else can maybe
All right,
read.
that's no
I'm
problem.
so sorry.
Okay.
Don't know what happened.
Krishna Babimi, Devi, please unmute.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, Gurudev. It's a poem that I wrote for Gurudev using my experiences with him when he was in Nigeria. So if you permit me to read it, please.
Yes, please go on.
Okay, thank you. Okay, today I do not come with perfection. I come with my becoming, with trembling faith, with a heart still learning how to bow. Gurudev, you found me in places I could not name, in the quiet confusion of my own mind, when I did not even know I was lost. And gently, without force, without pride, you placed light in my hands and called it a path. You did not ask me to be perfect, only sincere, only willing, only open enough to receive grace. And still I falter, still I forget, still I wander into shadows I once prayed to leave behind. But you do not turn away. Like the steady sun, you remain, guiding, correcting, lifting, even when I do not deserve it. What can I offer you, Gurudev? Words feel small, actions feel incomplete. Yet today I bring you this, a promise and progress, to try again, to rise again, to remember you again and again. If I have any light, it is a reflection of your mercy. If I take even one step forward, it is because you showed me how to walk. So on this sacred Vyasa Puja, I place my gratitude at your lotus feet, not as someone finished, but as something growing eternally in yours. A servant still learning how to love, how to serve, and how to surrender. Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Thank you. Krishna Bimi. Okay. Eric, are you ready? Anyone else want to read? Kindly use the emoji and raise your hand.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, please go on.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you very much. So, Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please let me offer my few words of gratitude and giving glories to you, which I wrote by your mercy only. Thank you. By the mercy of Supreme Lord Krishna, when he sees cry in the heart of his dear child, he sends his close servant to help this tangled case of rebelled mind, to, after millions of lives, to reveal love one cannot in material world find. The spiritual master is expert to cut the spurious and the good to seal. All revealed scriptures sing the glories of Lord Krishna's pure-hearted servant. Only a blind doesn't see the glories. His Holiness Kavicandra Maharaj mirrors them so clear. I desire to never stop to describe the glories of my spiritual master, for they have no end, just as he does so loyal always to Srila Prabhupada. I have heard that Jiva has to genuinely cry, honestly desire to attract the favor of a pure devotee, to learn the art of a spiritual life. Please tell me then, how did His Holiness appear in my life? I am so foolish, I possess none of these. In my heart just desert, dry land, no rain, no seed. After millions of lives, no condition for even a small plant to sprout. But then he appeared, shining more than 1,000 suns, very gentle, humble, in the heart the most kind, Guru Maharaj, his true saint, guiding me to Krishna's love. His footprints blesses the land wherever he walks, giving joy to all, mainly those pure in heart. My spiritual master, ever immersed in Krishna's pastimes, he reveals secrets from ancient times, pouring the nectar to ears who draw ever near. His Holiness Kavicandra Swami has shown his kindness and mercy to millions of jivas time after time, always appearing at the right moment, always arriving in the right line. For him there is no obstacle, no doubt. He boldly crosses oceans, lands, on his lips only Krishna's names, in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, empowered by Lord Nityananda's embrace, soothing heart, making rough stones like faces by Harinam to shine. You are very dear to Srila Prabhupada. Only by your mercy can one grow a flower in the heart and offer it, for which Lord Krishna so kindly asks. Whether things go smooth or Kali comes striking, shoving the teeth of fear, with a few words you can free the mind and heart from the pain was scorching for years. As loving father, best friend through the difficult time, personal coach and the supreme master who knows well the mind and the heart, I desire to worship your lotus feet. I bow down to your grace, for your glance is more powerful than time. In the footsteps of Lord Nityananda, you engage us in divine service of chanting the glories of Lord Gaur-Nitai. Your desire to Sankirtan mission continues with warm heart, with care, with praise, your most sincere offering to Srila Prabhupada. Now I know well that when flames of material elements try to catch and consume, you give cooling glance. You raise your lotus hands, always so boldly very high, high to the sky, remind us most glorious Gaur-Nitai. Dear Gurudev, for us you are the embodiment of perfection in divine love, teaching us how in this age, age of Kali to remain loyal, strong and kind in heart. You pick me up from the bin of trash, always finding time to guide. You are my only hope. Please be merciful to me. I have no other shelter, no other side. Please keep me engaged in your service, for I desire your glories to be magnified. You give us what we once had but forgot, that spiritual vision by which one can see Lord Krishna's in everyone's heart. You dedicated your life to go to every town and village of the land, to everyone get the holy name. I pray for your mercy, that I may follow in your footsteps, though I have no taste, no strength in my hand. My dear Lord Krishna, please be merciful and allow me to fully take shelter at the lotus feet of my dear spiritual master. In him alone is my faith. Thank you, dear Guru Maharaj. Thank you, dear devotees. Swami Kavicandra Swami Maharaj ki
Ija.
jai.
Yogamaya Devi, you raise your hand. Please
Hare
unmute.
Krishna again. I'm reading now an offering of Vaishnavananda Prabhu from Israel. He asked me to read it, his offering in English. So it's from Vaishnavananda Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dear Gurudev, Kavicandra Swami Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. With joy and gratitude in our hearts, we celebrate your Vyasa Puja once again. Writing an offering to you brings me no less happiness. Being here in your association, in the association of your disciples, I realize how fortunate I am to have this great opportunity to associate with Vaishnavas, the dear devotees of the Lord, and to progress together on the spiritual path. I understand that my positive state of mind and my participation in this process are due to you and your causeless mercy. Once I saw the format of an offering that you wrote to your spiritual teacher, Srila Prabhupada, and being inspired by it, I wanted to try to offer something similar to you. I do not know how to properly glorify a Vaishnava, but I remember that in Bhagavad Gita 4:34 it is said that one should approach the spiritual master with humility, render service and ask questions in a submissive mood. So I'm simply trying to do this in that spirit. When I think of you, I do not think abstractly, but rather about the qualities described in the Shastra that I can see manifested in your life. K, first letter of your name. So K goes for kind. Your kindness is extraordinary. It reflects the nature of a Vaishnava, a well-wisher of all living beings. Bhagavad Gita 5:29. A, austere. Your austerity shows that spiritual life is based on tapasya, voluntary discipline meant for purification, as described in Srimad Bhagavatam. V, vigilant. You teach that the mind must be careful, observed, and again brought back to Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 6:26. I, inspiring. Through your example, bhakti becomes something real and attainable, not just theory. C, compassionate. Your compassion is seen in your desire to help others return to Krishna. H, humble. Your humility helps one understand what it means to give up false ego and accept the position of a servant. A, attached to Krishna. You show that the goal of all practice is to develop attachment to Krishna. And non-envious. Being free from envy, you are able to appreciate and support the service of others. D, determined. Your determination reflects steadiness, nishtha, which is necessary for progress in bhakti. R, realized. Your words carry weight because they are based on realization, not just theory. Bhagavad Gita 4:38. A, authentic. You faithfully represent the parampara without adding or changing anything. C, S, self-controlled. You show how the senses can be engaged in the service of Hrishikesha. Bhagavad Gita 2:64. W, wise. Your wisdom is based on proper discrimination between spirit and matter. A, always serving. You embody the principle that the natural position of the soul is to serve. M, merciful. Your mercy gives hope to those who have no qualification. I, intelligently engaged. You teach how to use intelligence in the service of Krishna, not the false ego. G, guide. You guide us on the path of devotional service, showing how to apply Shastra in life. U, uplifting. Your association uplifts consciousness and inspires one to strive for Krishna. R. Representative of Krishna. You represent Krishna and Parampara, transmitting knowledge without distortion. Bhagavad Gita 4.2. U. Unwavering. You show steadiness in devotional service under all circumstances. M. Magnanimous. You generously distribute Krishna consciousness without expecting anything in return. A. Absorbed in bhakti. You're absorbed in hearing and chanting as described in Srimad Bhagavatam. H. Honest. Your honesty helps dispel illusion. A. Always truthful. You speak the truth for the benefit of the soul. R. Respectful. You show respect to all, seeing beyond bodily designations. A. Always remembering Krishna. You are an example of constant remembrance. Smaranam. J. Joyful in service. You show that bhakti is joyful by nature. Bhagavad Gita 9.2. Dear Gurudev, through you of your spiritual teacher becomes accessible and the path of bhakti becomes clear. I see that all these qualities are described in the Shastra, but in my own life they're almost absent. I am conditioned of the modes of material nature and often act under the influence of false ego. And yet by your guidance it becomes clear that there is a path to hear, chant, and serve under proper guidance. Please give me a little sincerity, strength, and intelligence so that I may not only understand these things, but begin to apply them in my life. I also have a desire to share with others the mercy that I myself receive. But I know that without your blessings, this will not happen. Therefore, I pray that you empower me to remain in the proper consciousness and to distribute Krishna consciousness to others. I want to be useful in your service to your most worshipable master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. But at least let me not become an obstacle to you. Please do not allow me to fall away from this path. The servant of all those who have ever served you are serving you now or will serve you in the future. Vaishnavananda Das.
Yes. That's all this stuff. Well, probably take gurus, but he may shake some guru and get something for that. So that's it. Why can't women?
Umara, what do you say?
They say they can push issues. They happen to can't just say something.
Gurudev, are you speaking?
No matter what you say, that. That much why being when he's sitting there on the floor and just figure go.
Anybody want to read offering? Stana Datri. Stana. Unmute your mic. You are muted.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna, all of you. Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj, to given us the opportunity to serve you. And thank you very much for everything you given to us and then for the caring you given to us. And we will see you soon in Bali.
It's already in
Hare
Bali.
Krishna.
Есть еще несколько комментариев, есть несколько подношений в комментариях, если можно перевести Махараджу на английский.
Hare Krishna Kusha, Prabhu?
Yes. Yes, go on, please.
Да, можете обомовать.
1 second.
Chaitanya Bhagavat, just hold on. After Yugamaya, you can take off.
I was asked to read some offerings that were in the comments. So
Okay.
I read one and then somebody else can. Just
Alright.
1 second. So I will translate them as I go. So please forgive if it's not very perfect. So it's from Madhavi Sundari from Israel. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, dear our Kavicandra Swami, please accept my obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for the class and for your instruction. You are our support in our Israel Yatra. We are always very happy to see you in Israel. Thank you so much for your mercy. Thank you for Amrita Mataji for translation. I am also very grateful to organizers of this Vyasa Puja festival. Your servant, Madhavi Sundari from Beersheba.
So who will read the next one?
I mean, I can continue to read if there's nobody who wants to speak at this moment.
Yes.
Okay, so 1 second. So this is from Samsung. I don't know the name. Dear Kavicandra Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, you and to Holiness. We are not able to participate in today's celebration, unfortunately. Keshava Priya was sitting on the back of a motorcycle a few days ago and something hit her in the eye. We are currently sitting in eye clinic awaiting a diagnostic. Keshava Priya and I have always been impressed by your compassion and spirit of self-sacrifice for the greater good. Your willingness to subject yourself to endless austerities to advance Prabhupada's glorious movement has deeply impressed us. We are in our 60s and we are experiencing the symptoms of advancing age, so we can have some idea of discomfort in one way or another what awaits us. Your spirit of generosity has touched our heart. You are supported devotee projects through the purchase of vehicle and have managed to ensure that the temples are stocked with books and are being distributed. Your kind words and courage have sustained us. Let me see if Keshava Priya is available. Okay. There are more. Should I continue? Just guide me, Kusha Prabhu.
Yes, read it all.
Okay. This is from Akinchana Das. Dear beloved Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All I have to say is thank you for everything and for your kindly love, Akinchana Das. So this is a continuation of Keshava Priya has read that I wrote, and she thanks you for being accessible and willing to do whatever is necessary to advance our society's goals. The response we got from those who receive Prabhupada books impress upon us the absolute necessity of continuing with our service. All glories to you. Hare Krishna. Thank you again, Maharaj. Keshava Priya Dasi, Keshava Das, Akraghana. This is from Amala Kamala from Israel. Dear Kavicandra Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to our divine, to you. I really want to wish you a strong, good health and strength that you can continue your service as a spiritual master. Thank you that in spite the war and our unstable situation, you regularly still visit our yatra. You support us and you guide us in spite everything. Thank you very much for your practical instructions in very miraculous way. In spite of your high and spiritual state, you always remember us, simple souls that try to practice in this world. I'm very happy to accept personal instruction from you about deity worship. And also, it was in the beginning of my spiritual path, and I'm following this instruction for the past 20 years. Thank you so much. Well, let me check I didn't miss any other offerings. There were more. I will read from Rasa Vilas Prabhu. I offer my most humble obeisances to your lotus feet, His Holiness Srila Kavicandra Swami Maharaj. My dearest Guru Maharaj, today is a day of great celebration, for it marks the auspicious appearance day of your divine self. I offer my most humble and loving obeisances unto your lotus feet, countless of time again and again. You're the embodiment of Srila Prabhupada's love and mercy. By your exemplary life, you have impacted the lives of many fallen conditioned souls who have come your way, and I am not exception. My beloved Guru Maharaj, please accept these humble offerings from your most fallen servant. I am forever grateful for your selfless service, accepting me as a fallen conditioned soul and guiding me on the path of bhakti is the best thing that has ever happened in my life. I am unqualified to sing your glories, but your love and mercy are my life and soul. You have taken me under your wing, purified me, and given me a purpose. Words can express my gratitude. May I bathe in the nectar of your love and remain forever surrendered to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. May my heart be a vessel of devotion in order to serve you and Krishna with love. I pray for your long life, good health, and happiness. May Krishna's love overflow in your heart, and may you continue to shower it upon me and all your dear disciples. Thank you for being my everything, Guru Maharaj. I am forever indebted to you. Please bless me to grow in devotion and service. All glories, all glories, all glories through His Holiness Srila Kavicandra Swami Maharaj. Happy 79 Vyasa Puja, Hare Krishna, your unqualified servant, Rasa Vilas Das. And yeah. And I think Divya Simha Devidas is raising her hand.
Okay. Divya, please take the floor. Where is she? Divya Simha, on mute.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutali Srimati Kavicandra Swami Tinam Namaste Prabhupada Kari Nama Patari Nidanta Vikarani Kutigam Susaya Madari Nishada. To my dear most spiritual master, Hare Krishna to you. I offer my repeated obeisances to you on this auspicious day of your appearance. It is certainly difficult for a condition so like me to glorify a pure devotee, but by your mercy, I have been given this wonderful opportunity to offer my heartfelt gratitude to you. It is said in the Vedas that whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standard he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. You have set and continue to set the examples which we must follow. Your mood of service is giving the best to Krishna, which we all trying to follow little by your mercy. At this age, you are always on the streets carrying out the orders of your spiritual master by spreading the holy name of Lord Hari in every town and village, distributing Srila Prabhupada's goods. Your love and compassion is something that has carried me to this level and has inspired me to develop those qualities. I'm very fortunate in this lifetime to have you as my spiritual master. I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for everything you have done for me to grow faith in my Krishna consciousness journey. On this auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja celebration, I beg for your mercy upon my life so that I can be able to remain under the shelter of your divine lotus feet and render some small insignificant service to you and devotees. I deeply pray to always be an instrument in your mission. May their Lordship, may their internal Lordship, Shri Radha Krishna, Lord Nishma, and Gauranitai bless all your endeavors in carrying out Srila Prabhupada's mission. Happy Shri Vyasa Puja to you, my eternal spiritual master. Thank you very much. Your insignificant servant, Divya Simha Devidasi. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Bhagavat Das, please unmute.
Hare Krishna, very devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please kindly accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your most magnificent lotus feet. All glories to Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, please, we hope you are doing fine today and in the best of health. This year's Vyasa Puja came as a surprise, and I just saw online yesterday Vyasa Puja's pictures, and until then I knew that this most auspicious day is today, is here. Well, I'm trying to put my crazy mind together to have the clarity to attempt to compose my Vyasa Puja offering in an emergency mode. It's still acting crazy, but I'll try anyways by your mercy, Maharaj, to push on. As my mind can only be at ease only when I try to engage it in thinking and meditating on the glorification of the Lord and his pure devotees. What can I say and what can't I say? You are a great source of inspiration and life for us, Maharaj. You are very keen in inspiring me to be the best version of myself. Your words and blessings keeps us on our toes, trying to keep up in line with your instructions and grace. In a recent visit in Kumasi, Ghana, you empowered and inspired us in so many ways. You so lovingly gave us a van to enhance our outreach programs, most especially Harinam, Sankirtan, and Food for Life programs. Your loving kindness has given us the opportunity to reach out more, far and wide. You gave us an instruction to be more active online and tried to have different ways to make Krishna consciousness more accessible and relatable to others. You stress on how sometimes our choice of words in Ghana are too technical and the average Ghanaian may not be able to relate to it, which is very true, Maharaj. Your words and actions always teach us Krishna consciousness is simple for the simple. You so lovingly teach us by own example, simplicity without duplicity. It's a necessity in our society, both spiritual and mundane. You are a loving Father who gives us your mercy always without any reservation. By your causeless mercy, you have accepted me and are training me as your servant, son, student, and disciple. Although by qualification I do not deserve in any way your compassion and grace, but you are so kind that you do not look at me in my current disease condition, but you look at and maintain us as our actions and inactions, but only cry for your love. Thank you so much for everything, Gurudev, for being our ever well wisher. I am eternally grateful for your causeless mercy, kindness, and grace, and your blessings on me. And dear Guru Maharaj, I would like to share a reflection of a couple of weeks that I had, especially with we having such
Much
exalted.
different in here.
Let us
Here
give
it sounds
flowers
pretty.
while we can smell them. That is a reflection. Let us
The way
glorify
you sing
the
it, the
grace.
melody is great. But
Let us learn to glorify and celebrate the great souls around us while we still have the opportunity. Sometimes we have been praying to God. Sometimes we say we have been praying to God for so many years. He is not listening to our prayers. We often forget the godly grace gift, grace-filled relationships that already are present in our lives. The scripture says
and I
essentially.
can come down in like 10 minutes.
Yes, the scripture says the saintly souls, fully surrendered servants of God, are like the desired trees, capable of fulfilling the dispersed needs of others. And this is not a theory, that is our life lived reality. Such wonderful souls are right in front of us, ready to sacrifice anything to help us spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. Bhagavad Gita says that such Mahatmas are very rare, yet somehow they are so close to us. Still blinded by familiarity, we fail to recognize their value. All we need to do is to look into the rare mirror of our consciousness, and we will see that they are always there, quietly sitting behind us, ever ready to support. Let us not wait till this blindness becomes so severe that we lose physical connection. Teachers appreciation. Let us give our flowers to them while they can still smell them. Let us learn to glorify and celebrate these great souls around us now while we still have the opportunity. Jai, Ismailness of Kavicandra Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. You're trying to Chaitanya Bhagavatas. Hare Krishna.
Radha Krishnananda Das.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Sorry, just switch on my camera. I'm not a disciple of Maharaj, but Maharaj has kindly given shelter to me as to many other devotees in the remote regions of this world. Maharaj, I would like to offer my humble words of gratitude. As many devotees have mentioned, you have kindly taken responsibility and have kindly provided shelter to the devotees and people in general in remote regions of this world. And as devotees mentioned in their offerings, despite of the situation of the war or anything else, you selflessly very, how we say, you undoubtedly, you don't doubt it, and you go to these places and you continue to spread, you do everything selflessly to spread the holy name and to render opportunity to every soul to get the opportunity to chant the holy name. We see how on the Harinams, you yourself, although being in a very great age, you still dance and you enter into the restaurants, you enter into the places just to make people chant. And your mercy and your kindness to the people of this world has no mercy, has no limits. And just seeing your example, Maharaj, makes makes our heart cry. And just by remembering your perfect example, Maharaj, it's a shame not to follow a spiritual path. So my humble obeisances to you, Maharaj, and I offer my deep gratitude to you for kindly providing us with this opportunity. And just by associating with you or by being present near you, all the good qualities appear in people that have never had them before. And I feel that I'm very fortunate to have this opportunity to associate with you, Maharaj. And I'm very grateful to you for this. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Kavicandra Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Joy. Thank you. Lila Shakti, are you raising your hand? Okay. Sin. What is sin? Sin, you're muted. Wrapped up sin. No. What do you mute yourself? Who is Zoom user? Go Gopal. Unmute. Mute the mic.
Hare Krishna.
Audible. Yes, go on. Gura Gopal, you raise your hand. We can hear you.
Can you hear me now, Prabhuji?
Yes. Now we can hear. Go on.
Nama Om Vishnu Paraya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesha Srinyavadi Prajasta Deshataya Banchakarpataribhishcha Kripa Sindhavevacha Patitanam Pavanibhya Vaishnavi Bo Namo Namah Mukha Karoti Vanchalam Pangulam Gayate Giri Yat Kripada Ham Vande Shri Guru Janatarinam Paramananda Madhava Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mishra. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, Shila Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your divine lotus feet. All glories to Shila Prabhupada. Guru Guranga Jayate Ki Jai. I share the same sentiment as Chintaya Bhagavad Prabhu. And I shouldn't really be saying this. I only got to know about Shila Gurudev's Vyasa Puja just yesterday. And I can't, I am so fortunate that I'm able to, because I try as much as possible to distance myself from social media. There's so much going on online, and then I feel like I'm so full in, and so I don't think it's best for me to participate with so much going on online to try and save my little self. But somehow I was fortunate enough to come online and see that it's going to be Vyasa Puja today. So I just want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Srila Gurudev for his mercy. Last year, I lost my mom. Just a testament to Srila Gurudev's mercy and compassion. Usually, spiritual masters, they feel so powerful. They're so powerful that we feel like we can't relate to them on a certain level. But Srila Gurudev is so compassionate and is more than a spiritual master. He's more like a father to us. That he connects with us, you know, just like a father to a son relationship. Not just like a spiritual master to a disciple relationship, but more like a father to a son relationship. And while I traveled, you know, making preparations for my mom's funeral, Srila Gurudev called me twice, actually. The spiritual master called me and going, how's it going? I hope you're good. You know, just wanting to find out how I'm doing. And that meant so much to me, you know, it meant a lot. And I know for a fact that this is how Srila Gurudev also relates with other people, you know. We've heard testimonies, we've heard testaments, we've heard glorifications from devotees, and everyone is saying how Srila Gurudev kind of like connects and relates to us on a personal level, and not just as a spiritual master and a disciple sort of level. And this is a very deep connection, and I'm very grateful. Just before my mom passed, I've been going through a lot, you know, in my personal life, and I needed to go and visit my mom because I stay in a different city and she stayed in a different. She was always in a hospital, and Srila Gurudev called me one time to find out how I'm doing, and I was like, oh, Srila Gurudev, my mom's in a hospital, she's not doing too well, and I can't go and see her. And Srila Gurudev was like, why? What do you need? And like, you know, I don't have enough to go and see her. And Srila Gurudev was in Israel, and he sent me money from Israel to go and see my mother. So Srila Gurudev is, I am eternally grateful. I can't thank you enough. I can express my gratitude. What failed me in expressing how grateful I am in this lifetime to somehow or the other be connected and with you as a disciple in this lifetime. In my journey, as I continue to tag along and struggle, I pray that however the tides and the waves of material energy sways me, that I don't leave your lotus feet. Thank you so much for your mercy. Thank you so much for your compassion. Thank you so much for being an example. Thank you so much for being a spiritual master. Thank you so much for being a father and a loving one. Adapt. You know, I can go on and on and on. I just want to say a very big thank you and happy Vyasa Puja. His Holiness Param Puja Pad Srila Kavicandra Swami Maharaja ki Jai. Vyasa Puja Titi ki Jai.
Thank you for your offering, Gopal. Anyone wants to read, please raise your hand with the emoji. Amrita Dasi, you have to say something? Yogamaya, are you there?
Yes, Hare Krishna, I'm here.
Okay.
Wait. Can you repeat again?
No, I just wanted to know if Amrita wanted to say something.
Yeah, but I think she has to go out from the interpreter mode in order to speak.
Может, вы скажете на русском, и вас переведут. Или как скажете?
Амрита, ты хочешь тоже сказать?
And
there is one another offering in Russian in the group.
Okay, you can go on and read it, please.
So I'm reading from the group Russian offering, in Russian language. I will translate as I go. Wait a second. Dear Gurudev Kavicandra Swami, please accept my humble obeisances. When I saw you first time, my heart told me that you are my spiritual master, and the miracle happened. There is no limit to your mercy and your kindness and your compassion. many times I'm remembering how you first time came to Israel last year, when you came last year to Israel, not first time. And on the Kartik, you came very late to Ashkelon, is a city in Israel, in order to bless my husband Kaustuba Prabhu and to put a garland on him, knowing that he is very sick and that he will leave his body soon. You are very tired after a very hard flight from USA, and in spite of that, you came and you ignored your own health, and your smile and your instruction help us in the most difficult moments of my life. For me, you are like a guiding light in this crazy world. Every day I pray to Krishna for your well-being, that he will allow for you to stay here longer on this planet and instruct us on the spiritual path of service, and in order that we can that we can follow this path in spite of difficulties. My humblest obeisances, Hare Krishna. Another offering in the chat is from Igor. Dear spiritual master, His Holiness Kavicandra Swami Maharaj, please accept our most humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. It was about 3 years ago during Nama Hatha program in Ashkelon that we had the good fortune to see your divine grace first time. I think our hearts were filled with awe and joy, feeling the spiritual radiance of your mercy and selfless service. Immediately, we felt a deep desire to take shelter at your lotus feet and follow your guidance on the path of bhakti. Later, when during the Srimad Bhagavatam class, you kindly encouraged the devotees to seriously study the scriptures, we happily joined the bhakti school and began to deepen our understanding in Shastras. Step by step, we could feel how your instructions bring light, strength, and meaning into our spiritual journey. Through your example of humility, steadiness, and service to Srila Prabhupada, we are learning what it truly means to dedicate oneself. Амрита, если ты хочешь тоже сделать подношение, ты выйди из зума и зайди, а я тебя подменю на переводе.
Yugamaya, are you done? Okay. Who is Samsung SM? Who wants to read any other offering? Let me see. Let me see when. Any other offering coming in? Is Guru Maharaj around? Okay, still here. Guru Maharaj, are you here? Gurudev?
Yeah.
Your camera is off.
Yeah, I turned it off because I'm just taking a little percent. It's later. There's another program going on downstairs.
Okay.
So I have to go pretty soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank everybody. I think a lot of exaggeration there, but
Thank you, Gurudev.
Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
thank you everybody.
Srila Kavicandra Swami Maharaj ki.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Anybody else want to speak?
Амрита, ты хотела. Ну, давай ответим.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yeah.
Please accept my humble obeisance. Your humble servant Asamo Dinavalabadas. Please, we thank you very much for your mercy upon us, your grace, and your favor. We thank you for allowing us to take shelter under your lotus feet. Maharaj, seems like I'll be the last person, or not the least. I would like to seek the mercy and auspiciousness of the 6 Goswamis upon your life. Krishna Ketana Gana Natana Paro Premamritambo Nidhi Dira Dira Jana Priyo Priyakaro Nima Charo Pujito Shri Chaitanya Kripa Baro Bhuvi Bhuvo Paravantarako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Nana Shastra Vikaranaika Nipuno Sadharma Samstapako Lokana Hitakarino Tribhuvane Manyo Saranya Karo Radha Krishna Padara Vinda Bhajana Nade Namataliko Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghu.
So who is Samsung?
Shri Goranga Gunanuvana Vido Strada Samritam Vitu Papota Panekrintano Tanubritam Govinda Ganamritai Ananda Kalyani Sarako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Om Janat Mirandasya Jana Jana Shalakaya Chakchus Ominitam Jana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manu Vistam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Mati Swapadatikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamala Shri Guru Vasanavamsha Shri Rupam Sajrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Stam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadvitam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakam Vitam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shri Mate Kavicandra Swami Iti Namini Namaste Prabhupadatam Harinam Pracharani Granta Vitaran Pritivyam Sisyaya Gnada Insada Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Guravani Pricharini Ne Vishinshavadi Paschatya Desitari Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namini Shri Vashavana Videvi Dai Chaya Kripavai Krishna Sambandam Vijayan Dai Niprapave Namaha Madhuro Jwala Primadia Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gora Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastute Namaste Guravani Shri Muktaye Dinatarini Rupanuga Virida Pasidanta Dwanta Harini Namo Gura Kisuraya Saksha Viraja Muktaye
Vipralambadla Sambode, Padam Bujayate Namaha, Namo Bhakti Vinodaya, Sachit Ananda Namine, Gora Sakti Swarupaya, Rupano Gavarayati, Gura Vibama Bhumi Swamini Desta Sajana Priya, Vaishnava Sarva Bama Silla Jagannataya Te Namaha, Pancha Kalpatarus Vyasa Kripa Sindhu Vye Ipasha, Patita Nam Pavana Vyu Vaishnava Vyu Namo Namaha, Pancha.
Okay.
Tatikam Jayotam Surata Pango, Pama Mandamate Gate, Matsarvaswa, Padambujo Radha Madanao Mohanao, Namo Mahavandayaya, Krishna Prima Pradayat, Krishna Ya, Krishna Chechenya Namne Guru Chise Namaha, Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate, Gope Sa Gope Kakanta Radha Kanta Namaste Jaya, Divya Vrindaranya Kalpa Dudmadaha Shri Matradna Garasim Hastanastao, Shri Matradha Shila Govinda Devo, Krista Libi Savior Manaus Maram, Shremam Rasarasaram Bam Sivatata Sita, Kashan Venus Wanaya Gopi Gopinath Shri Estuna, Tapta Kanchana Gorangi, Rade Vindavanishwari, Prishavanus Tutade Ranamami Hare Pri. Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shri Vasadi Gora Bhaktavin. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Maharaj, we thank you very much. We thank you for your mercy upon our Shiksha Gurus in Accra Media Yatra, Chaitanya Prima.
Okay, we ask, since there is program in the temples, and Guru Maharaj will soon be leaving, we ask all devotees to kindly unmute yourselves and let's chant the holy name for Guru Maharaj. Please unmute your mic. Together we chant the Bhai mantra Jai. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Krishna.
Thank you very much, Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna, Hare
Thank you,
Hare,
everybody.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Jai
Hare
Swami
Rama, Rama
Maharaj
Rama, Hare
Ki.
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
I've never been to friends. If you are very observant in meditation sessions, I wouldn't like
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare